What's up, everybody? It is your boy Comer here, back with a video at it again. And today I am going to make some remarks about my ex-employee, about what I hated about him, what I hated that he did while he was on the road with me. I was going to make this video like a couple days ago when he left, but I decided not to because I was just doing other stuff. I started up my moving company with my brother, and you know, it's the start out of a new company. We're still working out everything that is possible within a moving company, and we are trying to make names for ourselves and make our company grow and thrive and all this. We wanted people to actually be excited for us as well and not try to drain us dry of every little money that we possibly are making with the company. It's either they want to get paid more money, or they want to be home every other night and still getting paid that money. We're gone for weeks at a time. And I buy hotels. I used to buy food all the time until they were going overboard with it, making me spend a lot of money on food, and it's usually just $20 a day, but they want other food, and it just didn't work out. They started paying their food, and then they were complaining about that, and especially one employee in particular. The worst attitude I have ever encountered is him as an employee, and it's just, I can't handle that. But let's just say we gave him chance after chance, and he just screwed up every single chance. The first time that he left, he ignored our calls and all that crap. It was like a no call, no show. And we tried to call him, hey, look, when you gonna come to work? Ignored our messages, but read our messages. And it's just, I can't have somebody in the company if they are not going to be willing to make money. Or it's like when you meet a girl and you want to take off for that girl and get pissed off at me because we're not home yet. And then when I ask you to do a simple favor to even take you home, you say no. You'd rather have somebody else come and get you. We helped you out every chance that we could get. We helped you out every chance for you to thrive, to make money, to all this stuff. Yeah, obviously your pay went down because you know what? Because you're not reliable. You're not reliable. You were making $120 a day, right? Because you were not reliable. You were complaining about every little thing, bro. You were complaining about the job. You were complaining about not making enough money. But how are you going to make enough money if you are not reliable? Answer me that damn question. You are not reliable. We called, when you first got hired, we called every single person that you were with, and they told us that you were not reliable because you walked off job sites, you did not do productivity properly, you were just had a bad freaking attitude. You need to understand that this was a job for you to make money. I helped you out, let you live in my place for free, not paying no damn bills. You still don't have no money. You owed money out the yin yang. You owed me money, so much money I can't even keep track. But I still gave you your pay. You won't pay that back, just like you wouldn't pay Jason back. Oh, this is what really ticks me off. When you were sick, when we were on that road trip from freaking, you know, we were going to Utah, we were going to Arizona, blah, 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 blah. I told you before you even stepped foot in my truck that you needed to stay home because you were sick. Did that happen? No. Your throat started closing up, which I understand, bro. I understand, but I told you to stay home. I just can't stop whatever the hell I'm doing and take you home when I have loads on my truck. And you did not understand that. So you know what you did? I took you to the hospital. Well, I didn't take you, but I called the hospital because I thought it was just like a little cold, blah, blah, blah. So I took you to the hospital once you woke me up, called the ambulance for you. They came and got you. I came up to the hospital with you, sat with you for a little while, called your sister, called this, called that, and I left to do my job, right? You told each and every one of them that we are the reason that you were in that hospital room, that you had to get airlifted to Albuquerque. It is not my fault that you were so hard-headed that you didn't want to stay the hell home. That's not on me, bro. That's on you. And then blaming me and Cameron because we were trying to kill you with your sickness. Man, come on, bro. We told you to stay home. You know damn well we could not have, took you home when we had those freaking jobs on our truck. You were complaining. We even got you a freaking bus ticket back home. Chill out, bro. Chill out. And then you're telling your girlfriends, you're telling your friends that we are just pieces of crap, that we don't know how to do this and that, we're underpaying you, which I know is a bullshit lie because I can tell. Every time when you walk away talking about the company, yeah, I can tell, bro. I can tell. I overheard you several times, and you can't even say that you did not. And then you get mad at me when I call you out on it, which is a big dead giveaway. This was your last and final opportunity. Once me and Cameron thrive, bro, you're out, dude. You're out. You can work at McDonald's flipping burgers for freaking $12, $13 an hour. I do not give a rat's ass, bro. I do not care. And sorry that I'm cussing so much. I am ticked off, bro, at you, bro. I blocked you on everything because I don't want to hear your little sob story anymore so you can make me feel bad for you. I don't care. Bro. I did things for you that I did not do for anybody else. I have helped you out more times than I can even count without asking for anything in return. When we needed somebody to help us with a job, you said no because you wanted to take your little 3 days off, and we still said that you were going to take that time off, but you needed help with this job, and you told us straight up no, that you weren't going to do that. You left me high and dry on a freaking big job because you didn't want to do it. I worked my ass off on that job because you were too damn lazy and stuck up to do a fucking job. So the next best thing that I did was come up with a song for you. Sung it, and I am going to put it in this video because it just tells you what kind of person you are, bro, because you do not have the work ethic. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. The money that you owe Jason, I am paying him back with your check. Yeah. And your little amount of money that you're getting from that check is going to you, obviously, but you are gonna pay people back with that. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can moan, you can groan, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But that money is going back to Jason that you owed him. Exactly. $127. And that is going to him.
You talk big game, but you never show proof. Always ducking real work, yeah, we know the truth. Met a girl, fell off, disappeared from the grind. Now your paycheck gone and you lost your spine. Used to say you're loyal, that's a straight up bluff. You let the crew hanging when the job got tough. You begged for your spot like a dog in the rain, crying for the job you threw down the drain. Didn't tell the truth, playing both sides slick, trying to play house while your wallet looking sick. You said I'm looking for work, but you lied to my face. Now you out here broke, what a fall from grace. You said we needed you, but that ain't fact. You a dead weight, and we ain't taking you back. You burned them bridges, torched that lane. Now you knocking on doors, but it ain't the same. Don't darken our doorstep when your cash runs dry. Don't come crying about the job, don't even try. We felt bad once, now the pity's gone. You played yourself, now you're all alone. You fake that hustle, you fake that grind. We see the truth, you've been left behind. You brag about a year like it's something to claim, but all you did was complain and blame. Talk about the girls more than doing the job. While we lifted the weight, you just played the slob. You thinking you a mover? Boy, please, you couldn't carry work if it came with ease. Your attitude think like the lies you told. Cry for a check when your story's old. We gave you chances, yeah, we stayed fair, but you ghosted the crew like you didn't care. Now you calling back, begging for a role, but you lost that shot. No heart, no soul. You always talk tough, but you never do much. Say you kickboxing, man, you couldn't keep in touch. Fake moves, fake hits, fake work, fake grind. Only thing real is that broke state of mind. You wanted fast money, no sweat, no pain. Now you learn the hard way, that's the game. We moved on strong, no time for slack. The train rolled forward, you ain't coming back. You ignored the team when we needed you most. Now you're just a ghost with a weak man's boast. So take your tears and your lazy vibe. You're out the crew, you lost your tribe. You lost your tribe. We moved on strong, no time for slack. The train rolled forward, you ain't coming back. You ignored the team when we needed you most. Now you're just a ghost with a weak man's boast. So take your tears and your lazy vibe. You're out the crew, you lost your tribe.